So he gave me banishing rule. I mean, you just play the rule. You absolutely just play rule of law here. Wait, here's a thought. I could have access to the path if I play the signet. Right, I could go 1, 2... No, I can't. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, signet, and then hold up path. Although the path likely... I mean, I can't imagine that he pops off the Pact of Negation on the rule of law here, pays for it, if he has the second one, then goes for the combo, and then we get to path the Laboratory Maniac, but it's possible. Bait with the banishing? Probably a disenchant. I mean, if he gave us rules, we just go for... I mean, you could lead banishing. Patrician Scorn doesn't work. Patrician Scorn doesn't work on Magic Online. He has a dead card in his sideboard unless Nathaniel's let him fix that. Patrician Scorn is bugged on Magic Online. It doesn't work properly. How's it going for you, Johnny? Dinless says lead rule. I'm definitely leading rule. I mean, like, you could go Banishing Light on the Unlife. I think the rule's just stronger in the long term. And he may have another disenchant effect, and that's fine. That would also answer the Banishing Light play. Is he considering countering my signet? And he's considering countering my signet. Oh, he's just trying to go off in response. That works too. I mean, he would have gone off in response to whatever I did. He'll have a second pact, so the path won't work. If he has 2 simians, he can go off, says Lazy. He does have 2 more simians. There's the Nauseam. I think there goes our chances. I think this tournament's going to be won by Bogles. Unless Jeff or, like, there were only a couple players in my pod that could actually handle the Bogles player. It's me, Jeff, and there was one other player, I think, that their deck is Telemocos. I mean, not that I'm giving up all hope, but I think us losing this, like, we really wanted a 3-0 today. That's just too bad. Yeah. Here's something else to think on. I think we should change this for the next tournament. It's not the best 2 players from each pod. It's actually just the best players, or it's not the best. In other words, it's not the best 2 players from Team A, and it's not the best 2 players from Team B. It's actually just the players that had the best record overall, which can be a little frustrating. Dimless says 2-1 might be enough. I don't think so. Because of that, what I just said, Dimless, it's the best players overall. So, like, if you look at the standings, there's a Bogles player that's undefeated in the other pod, so he gets to go to the tournament. He's 6-0. And there's another 6-0 player, I think. So, even if we did well in my division, I don't get to go to the finals because of the way we set up the tournament. Dimless says Bogles. Bogles will likely win. He's undefeated. Yeah, that's game. Good games. That's too bad. If there's certain players in one pod who lose all their matches, it could be like players at the top of the pod have the best record, though, says Taryn. No, Taryn, the rules are already set up for the tournament. That's how it's going to work. That's how it's working. I didn't come up with that, but basically it's even though they're in separate teams, it's the best 3 overall, or the best 4 overall. Dinless says we could still maybe get 4th. Yeah, I think he only made one big mistake, right? Game 1 where he spent a card he didn't need to. Other than that, he did fine. No, I'm not complaining about my opponent. It has nothing to do with the opponent. It has everything to do with the way we decided to set up the tournament. Like, the thing was I needed to 3-0 today because some other players on the other side of the pod are just wrecking everyone. Like, there's no, like, none of the decks that could actually handle Bogles are in that pod. That's just my only complaint. Is if we look at the standings, yeah, I'm toast here. If you look at the standings, none of the decks that could actually handle the Bogles player is in his division. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So you've got Mad Hatted on Bogles, right? All of the decks that can actually handle him, Telemokos' deck has some Edict effects. Jeff Hoogland's deck can make him sacrifice his Bogles. My deck has some ways to make him sacrifice the Bogles. So, like, I don't know, I feel like it should be the best two players from this group and the best two players from this group instead of just who has the best records. It's like, he's just destroying everyone. Never toast. Fiend has no hope. No hope. No hope. Not that I have no hope, it's just, I think that's the unfortunate reality, and we're not the only ones that are going to fall victim to that. Good games. I mean, I thought we could do it. He had the pack game one when we had the counter spell, and then he had the disenchant. Too bad. Oh well. I think we boarded okay, though. Right, I mean, I basically went with the board plan we planned. Yes? This is the board plan that I had planned. No, this one had more threats. It looks like I just didn't want to run any of the paths in the board plan that I constructed. Should play your $2 Simic Magis deck? Oh, probably not, Brend. The Candelabra Mage? No. It seems cool though. What are you what are you ramping into? So this is the board plan that I constructed, but it looks like we went a little different today. I went with the paths and I went with the I mean, in fairness, the Elish Norn wasn't a kill there though. He had the Phyrexian Unlife, so Phyrexian Unlife means that we would have had to get him to 0, and then I would have had to hit him again for 10 damage or more. So I don't think it was wrong for me to bring out the Elish. Actually, this version though left in Elish, Blood Baron, and Gideon. So this one just left in this sideboard plan left in more threats than the one we just went with, but I don't think it was wrong. There is potential to Path the Maniac. He did just kill us with a Lightning Storm though. Dimless says there's no chance Group 1 has a 6-0 player, 4-2, and a 4-2. Yeah, Bogles is 6-0. That's just too bad. I mean, but like my point is valid though. All the decks that actually have a chance against Kevin are in the other pod. Telemokos, he's on. I'll show you. He's got Gatekeepers and he's got Geth's Verdicts that could maybe do something. Jeff Hoogland has Restore Balance. I think Jeff actually has maybe just straight up the best matchup against the Bogles player. I mean, the way that Restore Balance works against Bogles is just insane. I think he has the best matchup against Bogles. I think that myself and Telemokos are quick second and third, respectively. But yeah, I think Jeff has the best matchup against the Bogles player, and he's not in the same category. We're not in the same pod as Kevin, so Kevin's just been able to run him. This isn't me hating on Kevin, this is me, I think it's just unfortunate the way that we set up the structure for the tournament, because you get to see these decks run amok where people did brew with Bogles in mind, myself, Jeff, and Telemokos, obviously, but we're not going to get to face Kevin unless we make it to the finals. So I'm kind of hoping that might happen. Dinless says, no, you have a chance. Dinless says, if I 2-1 today, I'm also 4-2. Yeah, but I'd have to beat, I think we have a hard matchup next round. I have to beat Telemokos. Telemokos is on Mountain Black Devotion. This is also tough. He's got some hand disruption. He has no graveyard hate, but he's got 3 Duress, 2 Thoughtseize. The Obliterators and the Pack Rats can run away with the game, and he's also got, what was the other card I'm worried about? Arena. I mean, a quick Elish Norn on black wins. Game 1, yeah. But, yeah, he already defeated 2 Worship decks. Irish is right. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, Irish. He already took it. He already took down 2 warships. I did mean Iona. Did I say Elish? I meant Iona. Yeah. Oh, thanks, friend. He was watching my coverage. Oh, dang. Played well, and also had what he needed. Let's do it. Alright, round 2. We're playing Monoblock Devotion. He says he got wrecked, poor guy. Alright, let's do it. Look at the Irish is with you, I hope so. You gotta win the next 2, otherwise it's just over. I used to have an interesting commander, and then I moved, and I didn't get to keep playing with, well, you know. Our hand isn't horrendous. It's not great, but you could get a worse 6. Let's keep her on the draw. He's got the Thoughtseize. Shoot. I said game 1 we're going to worry about those Thoughtseizes. Here we go. He's going to take Elspeth or Metallic. Maybe Cryptic. It depends on if he has the arena or not, if he wants to take the Metallic. Commander on Magic Online is a mess, dude. I wouldn't be able to stream it. There's just not enough space on the screen for Moto Commander. That's not an option. Multiplayer Magic on Magic Online is not okay. It's not okay. I'm not a fan. Okay, some Drew Godless. I don't really want to show him that was my draw, though. I'd rather just lead Flagstone or Glacial. Or Island. Yeah, it's fine, we'll play it. It makes our land sequencing later awkward. Yeah, EDH Online is not okay. Gatling good. He's got an Inquisition as well. Inquisition. Yeah, 4 Inquisition. 2 Thoughtseize. Crap. Stop drawing the cards that are good. Don't do it. No. Burst 3. Okay. I think you just go Glacial here. Siga. I just don't enjoy Commander on Magic Online. Okay, he didn't have it. Dodged a bullet there. I think you go stream, say go. I mean, he's probably slamming Obliterator here in a second. I imagine that's what he's up to. He's on 5 cards. It's got to be the Obliterator, right? Oh, interesting. We get to Cryptic. What? No way. He certainly has threats. He has Messengers, Gatekeepers he could throw out there, a Pack Rat. No threat to deploy. And we maybe get to Cryptic? That is huge. That is huge that we maybe get to Cryptic, one of these threats. Nothing from the opponent. He's missing on land drops, I can see that. Flagstone, say go. If we don't draw the basic planes, I can crack this Flagstone for basic planes. Or sacrifice. My draws are being less than stellar, don't even necessarily want to play the signet. Oh, I guess you can.